Planet X passes through the solar system in a straight line, where the other planets are swept along in their orbits by sweeping arms coming from the Sun. Planet X hops over these sweeping arms and thus develops a retrograde orbit in the manner the ancients recorded. What would stop the orbit of Earth from reversing, stopping, or drawing closer to Planet X? Orbits are living things, quickly re-establishing themselves if interrupted, and interruption does not spell doom. In December of 2003, when the Earth encountered Planet X in its orbit, it stopped. Orbits are not sacred, and this includes their speed as well as their location. As Planet X floated past the Sun, having slowed dramatically from its rapid rush into the solar system, it began to push the Earth back in its orbit. Planet X also was lifting from below the ecliptic, where it approached from the direction of the Orion constellation, to being positioned to pierce the ecliptic just prior to the pole shift. Meanwhile, it continued to move from the right to the left in its retrograde orbit. Venus and the dark twin also encounter the force of Planet X in their orbits and are blocked. Planet X is between the Sun and the Earth, which it holds in an eddy flow of particles coming round the backside of Planet X from the Sun. Venus and the dark twin are likewise caught in this cup. Venus is moved to simulate its orbit when viewed from Earth, just as the Earth's seasons are simulated by tilting the Earth. As Planet X continues in its straight-line path, creating a more violent wobble in the Earth and appearing more visible in the skies, it is also squeezing Venus toward the Earth to loom large. Planet X is within the orbit of Venus, and thus pressing Venus outward toward the Earth. The dark twin has been crowding up behind the Earth in their shared orbit. Meanwhile, the Earth has developed an extreme wobble. The Earth normally rotates around its geographic North Pole, but as the North Pole of Planet X is now pointed outward, away from the Sun's South Pole, the Earth has developed a drunken lurch to move its magnetic North Pole out of view, a twice-a-day polar wobble which rapidly evolves into a twirl. This wobble becomes worse as Planet X proceeds on its path, outbound from the solar system. What starts the process of the last weeks, with all their extreme gyrations, is a threshold being crossed. The dithering we have been describing, where Planet X, the Earth, and the other planets caught in the cup are all bouncing around, reacting to movement in another, to crowding of magnetons or other particles, reaches an explosive point. The dark twin prepares to move behind the Earth as they are squeezed in front of Planet X, and thence to escape by moving back into space behind the Earth, passing the Earth in their shared orbit. The dark twin escapes the cup, and the dance of many becomes a deadlock grip by Planet X on the Earth. Planet X is now pointing its magnetic North Pole directly at the Earth. If the years and months of the Earth wobble were the wrestlers positioning themselves at the edge of the mat, then the last weeks are full contact, and neither can let go of the other. When Venus and the dark twin begin to escape from the cup, the particle crowding is suddenly eased, allowing Planet X to come forward toward the Earth. The last weeks have begun. The Earth begins her rotation slowdown. It is during this time that the Earth is drawn toward Planet X, though the Earth will return to her orbit after the pole shift. When Planet X pierces the ecliptic, it is forced to throw its south pole upward, going into opposition along the Sun's magnetic flow lines above the ecliptic. Thus accommodating the Sun's magnetic field, Planet X is drawn closer in toward the Sun. Here it is in position to form the Theta-Talk triangle, though the Earth has not yet been fully drawn toward Planet X. The Earth now has fewer barriers between herself and Planet X, and is drawn closer by magnetic attraction. She travels 30 million miles closer to Planet X. Rotation slowing to a stop occurs. Venus escapes the cup. Planet X continues its outbound path and starts to pull its north pole up again, and this is the process that causes the pole shift for Earth, grabbing the south pole of Earth and jerking it upward by 90 degrees. At this point, Planet X is starting to float over the head of the hapless Earth. Planet X is traveling rapidly out of the solar system.